between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. It's Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. That's out quickly to Chenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And they'll run with ETN. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, They can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
One more time with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play. On 1st down, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. Open target here, Darius Slayton. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up. Flush to his right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later. Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one caught by Carter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked picked off at the 33. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. On the return, it's McBride. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action now. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run a center.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's complete. Akue Bunam. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And now off to the races down the right side.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
On the return, it's McBride.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Sly on for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Lawrence going to kick this outside to Chenault.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
Touchdown! DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
On the return, it's McBride.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Slide for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Play action. It's Lawrence. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Buchanan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down. Trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted. And
this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll buy some time right.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date of the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A 1st down and more, ETN. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Koo for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.